popularly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're in Power Field, Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. Neither team got the start to the season that they wanted. Let's see who can right the ship as Week 2 gets underway. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Come on. 60 by 6.
Starting this drive with a design run. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Here's a design run. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
What's that saying, Kate, about discretion? Discretion is the better part of valor. Well, decision-making for quarterbacks is so critical. In that time, excellent discretion. Protect yourself, get the 1st down, and live to play another day.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's a completion of Michael Pittman Jr. And they had somebody there for that quick stop, but a nice completion gets him across midfield. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Design quarterback run here. And his slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Line up the design keeper. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Here's a design run. Only able to get back to the line on that 1st down play, so no gain. Offense in the hurry up here. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Cougar 19.
Throw right side, and Dobbs has it. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate, and turns into a nice gain.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going.
Let's go.
We go with the design keeper. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense to the line fast. They get it on the keeper. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Pass the 60. Come on. Ready.
Design quarterback run here. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Line up the design keeper. And only can get his yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Cougar 19.
We go with the design keeper. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. Offense in the hurry up here.
60 by 6.
Must not have liked what they saw on 4th and 1 there. They're going to take a timeout. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
19 Tiger.
Working from his end zone. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Trying to find Gunnar Helm with that throw. So it'll be 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Back by Pat Bryant. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
That is all-out effort to make the catch. Putting his body on the line. Diving for the ball. He earned that reception and some more targets in the immediate future.
Now here's Cam Scannaboo on the ground. Boyd finds a couple of yards of space. It's 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Jordan Addison, the intended target. And that makes it 3rd down.
Okay, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. It's caught. This is Addison. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the pistol, give to Scannaboo. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. And dose of the hurry up here. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Looking for Pat Bryant on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
The coverage by Dexton Hill.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one's incomplete over the middle. And flipping through, Brock, that certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. Begins his return at the 16. And he's out of bounds after some great work on that return.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position.
Let's go now. 19 right. Ready.
They'll throw to start the drive. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a gain of 22. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
And the Chargers 1st down.
They read that screen perfectly. Interception! Grant tempted in to pick it up.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second down, looking for options. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But that defense is flying around and making the play.
And they're going to bring him down at the 36. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Roll! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On first down, Siskanaboo. He's still going at the 30. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10. Going right back to Scanaboo. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? He can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time for our second quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
It's Scanaboo on second down. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos get the game's first points here in the second. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
He got
slow snap, and they're in to block it. This one bounces out of bounds right at the lines. It'll stay with the offense here.
You just never know what could be the play at the end of the game that we look back on and say, you know what? That was the play that decided it all. It seems small now. It's just a little old point, right? But if this one stays close to the end, keep an eye on that block because that single point could loom very, very large.
Starting from the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27. LA offense all set. Here's first and 10.
Broncos switch. Broncos.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down. Looking quickly here. Motion the tight end over.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Second down carry for Achane. Chargers tie and can take the lead here in the second. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Quick to the left, it's caught. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Throw here, 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Gabe, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
One heads towards the sideline, not returnable. Well done. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start to drive inside their own 30.
On the go.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. They'll start the drive with a chance. They blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Brings it in at the 12. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Driving forward with Scatteroo. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, set. 72. Come 19. Come Dragon 60.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Chargers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Airing it out to start this drive. To the left side, it's pulled in by Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go, here we go. 50.
And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Chargers first
Check
down.
that. Ready? Go.
It's Achane on the inside give. They'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of the defense.
Not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Mile High in just a moment. 2nd and 3 now.
Let's go.
Down to the 10. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. It didn't matter. He was going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive.
Ready up.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Go.
Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. Into traffic. Complete. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. A nice gain and a first down there, Brock, on a throw that most quarterbacks would have shied away from.
You know, tight ends, these guys, about the only position that can make that look routine, fending off a couple defenders, and it's really why, Kate, they're such valuable commodities.
Completed over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Let's go now.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Hauled in by Myers. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Sticking to the air here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it'll be 3rd down.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
It's Scatterboo on 3rd. And tackled just in time to prevent that first down. That brings up 4th and maybe a yard. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this. They're going to throw for it on fourth. It'll be the first and 4. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They hit for 16 yards on fourth down, and a drive a lot of us thought had stalled out is going to carry on. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's got it. That's a way out for him for touchdown. The Broncos earn the chance to tie before halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Has it at the 2. And he will get into the end zone. That ties this game up.
We say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call, throwing it for 2. That risk pays off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. This is reeled in by Jawan Jennings. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Throwing from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Setting up to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Broncos get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this 2nd and inches. Here's a throw. Throwing for the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. Set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
This is one of those plays you're going to see on tape this week, I guarantee it. Not because of the catch, but because of the effort. Lays out and brings in the off-target throw.
Here's a quick pass to the right side. Comes. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
2nd and 10, back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Running with Scannaboo. He brushed him off with ease. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
79 Broncos.
Going now on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
From the red zone now. Pass it down close. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos take the lead right away in half number 2. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that second one far bigger than his first one. You just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Right on for the extra point. And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Completed left side there to Jennings. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of 13 yards.
Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Throw to right, finds Waddle. To the flag cost him 5, but he picks up 6. We've got 2nd and 9. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Come on.
Back to throw. That's complete, David Njoku. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's a design run. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Offense up to the line fast. Design quarterback run here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Working quickly here. Quick pass, right side, complete. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. A fresh set of downs for him now after the defense jumped.
19, 65.
Line up the design keeper. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. Offense in a hurry up here.
65.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Here's a design run. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Chargers start the 2nd half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Chargers tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect with Jordan Addison. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had. And incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. That one's complete over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, you'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here, who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Chargers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. So 1st down from the 41.
Here we go.
This plays a design run. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Offensive line fast.
2 yards on the pickup.
He'll look to throw. Brought in close to the 8. He is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. David Njoku, the touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Tag! 60 Eagle! 60 Eagle! 72!
They give right side. It's Scatterboo. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
First down, and they go right back to it. And gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field that and you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Give him 8 on that one, and that's good for Broncos first down. Here's Scatterboo. There's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on first down. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Let's go.
Scatterboo now on the gun. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. To throw. Throws caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Scatterboo here on 1st and goal. And the defense holds Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
Pretty easy for me to play armchair quarterback up here and say I just don't like that call on 1st and 5, especially when you get nothing from it. Man, that one stinks.
He gets it again. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos now trail by just a point in the 4th. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the 2nd time around.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70 Rangers.
They'll throw to begin this drive. That's brought in by Jennings. And after making the catch, he is dipped quickly at the 38. Offense in the hurry up here. Sign quarterback run here. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play. It typically goes for a whole lot more.
Trying to throw this from the gun. That's low and bounces short of his man.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Downfield, this finds Waddle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Line up the design keeper. And he's just a little bit short of that first down. They stop him at the 33.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front. Gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. He's back to throw. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. From the right hash, 55 yards out. Got all of it, and this is good. And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead.
Hey, remember when Sebastian Janikowski was taken at the 1st round by the Raiders? It was because he could make kicks at this distance. Today, boy, we see kickers seemingly every week getting this job done, but it doesn't in any way minimize the accomplishment.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Trap 60. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They'll throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
19 tight.
He'll throw it. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. Give him 5 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
Ready up. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Still sticking with the passing game. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Try getting that to Pat Bryant. So 2nd down coming up. He's going to throw it again. That's caught in stride by Addison. Oh, he's denied the first, but not by much. His play gets down to the 42-yard line. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. We're in double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Here's Algier on first down. He's got about 9 on that run, partner, down inside the 30. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos down by only 3. Less than a ruler needed here on second down.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Pioneer. Go.
Setting up to pass. Gets this one to Tyler Algier. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. First down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got it. It's in close. He gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos jump in front late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
And it's good. So they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
Chargers 31.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. On target here to Njoku. And he has it all the way inside the opposing 40.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Here he is to throw. Left side into the hands of Dobbs. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds for the first down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Pressure comes, Jones. Has it in close. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Now the Broncos take their third and final timeout. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, first and goal. Jones running sneak. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minutes.
Kate, I think two things were at play here. Not just the brute force to get it done on the QB sneak, but also the element of surprise to run it on first down. Job well done.
Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty. All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. So with the lead at the moment, they'll just go ahead and take the try from the 10. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Airing it out to start this drive. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they face second down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Another throw here on second down. Trying to push deep downfield. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. To throw. Finds the in route complete. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Desperation time here on fourth. He drops it. Another pick slips through their hands, but this time, Brock, they're still getting the football off. A turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
So the Chargers take this one on the road. And they take their first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chargers, as we'll see you next time from Denver.